Broadcasting from the Contractors Electric Studio and the home of the Blazers.
You're listening to KLZS 1450 Eugene. All Comedy 1450, proudly serving the Eugene, Springfield area. Hey, support our charter sponsors.
They're the ones that keep the lights on here at All Comedy 1450.
Thanks for listening.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Introducing new Johnny Appleseed Hard Apple Cider, inspired by the man himself. A refreshingly sweet and intense hard cider with a crisp apple bite. Best served on the rocks and among friends. Johnny Appleseed is the refreshingly sweet and intense choice of those with a story to tell. So try a Johnny Appleseed Hard Cider tonight and let the stories flow.
New Johnny Appleseed Hard Apple Cider, refreshingly sweet and intense. Let the stories flow. Enjoy responsibly over ice. Copyright 2014 Johnny Appleseed Hard Cider, produced for Broken Straw Beverages, LLC. Baldwinsville, New York, 13027.
Whether you know it or not, somebody has a heart attack every 34 seconds and a stroke every 40 seconds. Don't worry, you can learn to save a life. Call Oregon CPR at 541-525-9081 or go to orcpr.com. And once a month, we offer pet CPR and babysitting CPR. Babysitting classes are half price. So do your part to help learn to save a life by contacting Oregon CPR today. orcpr.com, 541-525-9081.
Cigarettes for Less in the Safeway Shopping Center has all your smoking and vaping needs. Maybe you didn't know they carry some of the world's finest glass. Carrying products from an American glass studio, Ed Wolf's got glass. No fancy descriptions, no over-the-top sales pitches, just good quality American glass at affordable prices. Stop by Cigarettes for Less at the Safeway Shopping Center in Pioneer Plaza, Springfield, and see for yourself that Ed Wolf's got glass. Tell them you heard about it on All Comedy 1450.
April 19th, 1775. An attempt by the English to confiscate guns from Americans triggered, let's say, a successful revolution. If you're still a firm believer in your Second Amendment rights, you need to visit Oak Grove Guns, because they do too. Located at 45 Division Avenue in the Santa Clara Shopping Center, Oak Grove Guns handles everything from sales, cleanings, service, even defensive firearm instruction. You can find them on the web at ogvguns.com or give them a call at 541-636-5392. Hey, it's your Second Amendment right. Oak Grove Guns, 45 Division Avenue, Santa Clara Square.
For peace of mind in web design, you need Patrick Hunter at huntercreation.com. From web and graphic design, large format printing, a powerful presence on social media, to developing a strategy to build your company's brand. Visit huntercreation.com and see just how intuitive and profitable your web presence can be. If you're not using Hunter Creation, you're not reaching your full web potential. Contact Patrick Hunter at huntercreation.com and don't forget to tell him you heard about it on All Comedy 1450.
6 months free.
Yes, 6 months free at Easy Home for a limited time on everything that makes life cool to things that keep kids in school. Like this HP laptop for $19 a week or this Acer Windows 8 tablet for $15 a week. At Easy Home, there's no credit needed, no down payment, and we offer America's lowest payment guaranteed. Oh, and did we mention?
6 months free.
Come see us at 1671 18th Street in Springfield.
Get it with no credit at Easy Home.
Hey kids, it's Saturday morning and I'm up and I have no idea why. Here in the studio, in the Contractors Electric Studio, this is Chris from the Brick Wall Comedy Show sitting in on the very first installment of the Peaceful Fighter Show. Our friends from down the hall that we've been working with for over a year are in studio. We're going to try and put a show together and see what the hell happens, man. Woo. Everybody, how you doing? Yeah. Say hi. Come on.
Hello, man. Doing fantastic.
Very, very first show. Sean, say hi. Go right into the mic. Right up to the mic. Into the mic. Closer, closer, closer. This is Radio 101, boys and girls. We're going to figure it out. We got Ryan. We got Nate. We got Kelly. We got Sean. We're going to be talking a little bit today about Peaceful Fighter, a little bit about fitness. We're just going to BS our way through Saturday morning. That's all we got going on. So how's it going, guys?
It's going great. Good morning, Chris. I'm really happy to be here. Super excited. This is all new territory for us, but man, it's going to be fun. I'm really super excited about it, Chris. You're always a good time, and I love working with you. I think we've been together for, a year now or so doing martial arts. It's been over a year, yeah.
Yeah. And what kills me is you guys will get in the ring with somebody that wants to tear your head off, and right now you are scared S-less being on the radio.
It's a fact. Oh my goodness! No, we will punch you right in the face, but this has got my heart rate rolling. No, I'm not going to lie to you.
Terrified. It's great. Nate, say something, man.
Hi.
Hey, you're on the radio. All right, good job right off the bat. See, you're a star just like that. Now, you just had a fight not long ago.
I did.
How'd it go?
Good.
Go talk right into the mic. And that will move. You can pull it close to you. So tell us about the fight.
Well, I walked in and knocked him out in 15 seconds.
All right, well, there you go. That's the whole description.
There you go.
Good knee to the
It took him less time to describe the fight than the fight actually went.
I think it took us much longer to walk out to the arena than it did for Nathan to actually get the job done.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly,
Hello.
say hi.
Hi.
Cool. What's going on with you?
Oh, not much. Just in town for the weekend.
You're just in town for the weekend? Where are you from?
I live in Wilsonville. I'm
Oh.
from here, but my job is up in Aurora, so I live up there for now.
She fixes helicopters.
You fix helicopters for a living?
Yeah, I work at Columbia Helicopters.
Do you fly helicopters?
I wish.
Oh, wouldn't that be the coolest?
Someday.
On my bucket list is learning how to fly a plane and a helicopter as well. And I've been in a bunch of helos and stuff, and it's great. I love that. But it would be so cool to have the control of a helicopter and also know how to fly a plane. That's on my bucket list. Unfortunately, I'm running out of time, and I don't know if my bucket is going to have a chance. You've never been on a plane?
I almost have my private license.
For flying a plane? So you've flown quite a bit then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I would love to do that. And Sean, we got Sean over here.
Hello, everybody.
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself. Talk right into the mic. You can pull that stand closer to you if you're uncomfortable. There you go.
Yeah, Sean Waldo. I moved to Eugene about 4 years ago. Lived here for about a year or so, and kind of got introduced to Mr. Ryan Harris right as he got his first building for Peaceful Fighter. As before he's even actually officially opened. Kind of met him, helped him get set up, and I've been with him ever since. And 3 years later, here we are, and I'm finally getting ready for my first fight.
Yeah, he's got his first fight coming up. We're super excited about that. Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've had a few injuries I had to deal with, had to deal with surgery and weight, but it's finally here in town, August 29th. So,
really? Where are you going to actually be fighting at?
I'm not sure where exactly the location is.
I believe it's the Lane Event Center outside. It's an outdoor event, from what I understand. It's going to be great. Sean's got himself a guy who's never fought before, 0-0. So, yeah. Sean's been training with me for over 3 years, and he's been my right-hand man. He's my number one, and he's with me every single day. So he's training his butt off. So I really hope this other guy is too.
Well, that's awesome. I didn't realize you had a fight here in town. We're definitely going to... I wanted to get out and see you guys in Lincoln City, but since it only lasted 15 seconds, I'm glad I didn't drive 4 hours each way or whatever the hell it is. But here in town, that's going to be great. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm pumped. And then Nathan Noble.
He's actually fighting outside. It's exciting.
Yep.
So basically, you guys are just calling each other out, stepping out in the parking lot and going for it. There's no sanctioning
we'll fence it off
ring
first,
or
of course.
anything
Yeah,
like
we'll fence
that.
it off.
Look, you punk, let's go.
But it's pretty cool. He's fighting the weekend after me, so we could both kind of go into training camp together and spar together, peak together, and all that good stuff.
Well, that's cool. And are you fighting in Eugene again, Nate?
My next fight now is going to be in Lincoln City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nathan's kind of doing the Lincoln
Chinook
City
Winds
thing.
Casino.
Yeah, Nathan's
Mav
televised.
TV.
Yeah, televised fight, King of the Cage.
That's cool.
King of the Cage. Yeah.
Now, is yours a professional fight?
No.
Okay, you guys are close to getting professional, though.
Yeah, they've worked really hard.
I'll be there soon.
Cool. And Ryan, you're a professional fighter. You're a professional MMA cage fighter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hate, man, the
What a
cage fight.
puss.
Yeah, well, it's something I've worked hard at for a long time, and learned as much as I can at all different places, and kind of traveled around, and I still look to do that. I'm a baby in this whole thing. I just want to get better and learn more and more all the time, and I learn things from you, Chris. You bring in great tools to the gym, but yeah, it's great.
I bring stuff to teach you.
You do?
Are you kidding me?
Oh man, that little back fist you do.
You've punched me right in the face multiple times, Chris.
I don't know if Chris tells you guys on here, but he's a gangster.
We don't really talk much about it. I mean, Beans, of course, has come down there. Karma's been in there. Mrs. Beans has been in there, and we don't really detail out anything that goes on in there. And we've had a lot of people question, oh, you guys do that commercial and says you guys aren't really doing it. Well, we are. We have been, and it's cool.
I've been at a doctor's office where they ask me, do those guys really do that? The doctor says, I said, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Chris sounds all nice here on the radio, but he will kick you in the face. I've seen him do it.
I'm a rusty old man. So okay, Peaceful Fighter is right down the hall from us here.
Yes,
in
sir.
the Broadway Commerce Building, right on the corner of Willamette and Broadway, and we're upstairs. What's your suite number?
So we're super excited to be in the building. It's suite number 230. 44 Broadway, suite 230. Just come up the elevator or the stairs, and we're right on that second floor. I'm super excited about it. It's a fantastic studio, fantastic building. The energy's great. Come down and check it out. That's all I can say. It's beautiful.
So what goes on inside Peaceful Fighter?
Ooh. Well,
legally.
Yeah, right. Okay, so on the up and up, no, but seriously, it's what we try to do is we try to just work with people for where they are, where they're at. And to be honest with you, we just like to laugh and joke and have a good time, and then we try to sneak in some exercise. And a lot of times that exercise consists of you trying to punch me, or something like this. So we have a really, really good time. I think it's kind of an environment people always want to test themselves at and want to try it out, and so we try to make it as safe as possible so you can feel comfortable, kind of open up to your vulnerabilities, and then just try something new. So that's kind of what we
still
do.
Talking about fighting, or is it? No. So somebody wants to get in shape a little bit. All right. Now, when I started with you guys, I was 45 pounds overweight, and that was.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay. And that was a lot for me because I've never been that heavy, and I started coming in there, and you started us off pretty soft because I was out of shape and I knew it, and I didn't want to look at my age. I didn't want to get hurt. That's the biggest thing, but I also still wanted to be able to work out and get back into shape somewhat. So somebody comes in off the street, they've never done any martial arts, they've never hardly done anything in the way of workout. What do you do in order to get those people on the right track?
Got it. So I'm one of those boring kind of guys that, we do a lot of warming up, a lot of stretching, and I think that's key. I think injury prevention is key. So we'll bring you in the first few times you work with us down at Peaceful Fighter. You might even be bored. You might even say, man, this really wasn't enough. I want to work a little harder. But that's me feeling you out, and that's me not hurting you. That's me, taking it's a marathon. So I try to take a little slower approach, work with people for the first few times to really gauge them and feel them out. And then I want to put you with an appropriate group. That's key, I think, for everyone to have realistic goals and then to be able to meet them. I think that's absolutely ridiculous to come in and say, do 100 jump squats. You've never done anything, so you're dead for a week. I don't need that. Like, it's totally not my style.
Unless it's somebody that says they want to be a fighter.
Well,
in that case,
yeah.
Oh my God, Sean's first day. That was hilarious.
Is that what he did to you first day?
Oh my gosh! So first day comes in. These guys, right? There's 3 of them. They come in. I wasn't even open. My doors are locked. I'm just doing construction. They come in, beating my door down. They wouldn't leave till they got some training in. And so I tell them, okay, just do as many jumps as you can. In 2 minutes, but we're going to do this for 60 minutes, so pace yourself. So everyone paces themselves.
First day?
Yeah, first day. And so everybody paces themselves except for Sean. And I think he did 900 jumps or something. It was ridiculous, and I'm pretty sure he was vomiting within the first 3 minutes of being in my class. But they beat my door down talking about wanting to be a fighter. So that's a little bit different. That's not really what we do. I have a super small group of fighters to kind of prove our product. But
it's mostly small groups and personal training and one-on-one, small group, 3-4 people.
So typically we take it real easy on you unless you're Sean. But
he's young, so he can handle that crap.
Yeah, it's fun. It's true.
But if somebody wants to come in and they're not looking to become a professional fighter, which is going to be the bulk of the people that are going to walk in the door, okay, you're going to start off with them slow, and because what you don't want to do is you don't want to get them so that they're so hurting the next day that not only can they not walk around, but they don't want to come back because it hurts too much.
Our classes kind of break down in 4 ways. We try to think of it like a chair has 4 legs. Strength, balance, flexibility, and stress management. So we'll work on your flexibility with some stretches. We're going to work on your balance with some, say single, like one leg exercises to make sure, you got good balance and to try to work on that and develop it. And then we're going to go into some stress management, and that's where the boxing comes in and the mitt work and maybe the kickboxing and kind of having fun that way and seeing if you can go ahead and, you can hit one of us. We don't typically hit a lot of the customers back, but we let them give it a shot.
He likes to do this thing where he puts gloves on a client and he tells them to punch me in the face, but I'm not allowed to hit them back. So I got to go just rounds and rounds with fresh people.
Basically
where
defensive
I just
sparring.
have to block and run while they're trying to knock
Block
my
and
head
run.
off.
That's
It's one of my favorite exercises. Really.
That's one of my favorite defensive strategies. Block and run.
It's fun. Actually, yeah, no kidding. I think
They keep coming because you can't keep them off you, So next thing you know, you're running around the
They get to do whatever they want, and you have to just move.
Just try and keep
But
from
they're
getting
kicking,
hit.
punching, trying to take you down, and you can't do anything.
But that's what we're here
It's
for,
like cool.
We're here to kind of let.
But it's good for us. It's good for them.
it's
They have
good.
fun.
It's
We
good,
have
though.
fun. It's really good.
only fair
We're the
that
ones.
way.
We're the
Yeah.
ones that are trying to get paid for fighting. So it really does help us.
Yeah, and you don't want to come in off the street and have a professional fighter suddenly beat the crap out of you your first day either.
It's not as fun as it sounds.
No.
That happens.
No, not so much.
So, well, that's a good approach, man. And I started off with you guys, and it was a gradual increase to the point to where I needed more. And, that worked out great because I knew I hadn't worked out for a long time. And so I walked in and you guys, and you were teaching mostly, Ryan, but Sean was doing it as well. And you eased me back into it to the point that it didn't. I mean, I was sore. But, not agony. I haven't hurt anything in over a year over there now. I mean, we've never had an injury.
I never have injuries. We never have injuries over there. That's one of the things since I've ever started working with people's personal fitness has been years now. No, I don't have injuries, ever.
Well, personal fitness is really one of the goals over there.
Absolutely. That's really what we're focused on. So we're actually very, very unique. I've had people come to my facility, women, young ladies, and they travel around the world and they try to find something similar around the country and they can't. It's not out there. So we have a lot different approach. Everything's based on positivity. We really want to build you up. I want to take what I do and then make you feel awesome doing it. So you feel great about all the things you're doing in those 60 minutes. You walk out of there feeling like a rock star. And that's really my goal. And I really don't want you to be really sore. I want to walk that line to where you've got a little bit of work in, but you don't want to be super duper sore. Because again, my number one goal is making it be enjoyable for you. So because you keep coming that way.
Yeah, well, that's a great approach. And for people out there that are just interested in the personal fitness and not so much into getting punched around and stuff, you're the guys to go to.
Oh, we deal with that. Right now, I'm dealing with several different women that are getting married, and they have very specific goals for that dress.
They need to know how to punch.
Well, just fitness. Yeah, right. No, just fitness. So that's kind of one of the typical clientele base that would want to just do just fitness is like someone that's trying to fit into a dress just right. They don't have any interest in punching someone, but they do want that dress to fit just right on that.
Well,
day.
that's why I came in the first place.
Yeah. And it really worked out. If I remember right, the photographer did a fantastic job.
Absolutely. And those glamour shots, I look good, baby.
You do.
I'm just saying. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun the whole time. And, now that you've moved from over on Charlton over to here and you're in our building, this is better yet because the space is bigger. It's awesome in there. And the convenience of you being right down the hall from us is really cool. I love that.
Man, we got a great feel in there. We got brand new mats, top of the line. We got brand new wall mats, floor mats, bags. We got a brand new facility. Everything that we're working with right now is just top of the line. We worked some of the kinks out the first few years, and now it's just running smooth and really just taking off. So I could not be happier about where everything is right now. I could not be happy about the building, working with you, Chris. It's just a really exciting time in our business and what we do. And I just excited to share it with other people.
Well, that's awesome. All right, we're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we have no idea what the hell we're going to talk about because this is the very first show, and we didn't do any prep whatsoever, just like every other show on this radio station.
That's how we do it.
So stick around, you guys. We'll be back after a short break.
We're building Oregon's newest radio station, All Comedy 1450 KLZS, Eugene, Springfield.
Unami Sushi and Asian Grill on 42nd Street and Main in Springfield has a totally redesigned new menu. Unami has delved into the world of Asian fusion with their new Sushito. It's a sushi burrito. Every Friday is Eugene Foodie Friday. Buy 2 Sushitos and get a free appetizer when you display your Eugene Foodie butt. Unami Sushi and Asian Grill, 42nd Street and Main in Springfield. Tell them you heard about it on All Comedy 1450.
Nestled just east of Matthew Knight Arena, the Wild Duck is a local favorite. Unforgettable food, craft cocktails, a unique atmosphere, and sincere service keep bringing people back. Their wide array of menu options feature natural, hormone, and antibiotic-free meats, and their burgers are the best in town. Open for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and late, the Wild Duck is the perfect spot for any occasion. Whether you're celebrating a birthday or company gathering, the Wild Duck can accommodate groups of up to 50. A proud sponsor of All Comedy 1450 and home of the Quackin' Me Up comedy series. You can find the Wild Duck Cafe right next to Matthew Knight Arena or call 485-DUCK.
The ultimate expression of luxury vodka is the classic martini garnished with 3 olives. Thus, 3 Olives Vodka was born. Beyond their original, there's now 26 bold, intense flavors for endless cocktail creations. 3 Olives Vodka isn't about the serious sides and exclusivity. They give an experience that helps you and your friends celebrate the best, most fun, and exciting times of your lives. 3 Olives Vodka is super premium vodka imported from England. The clean, smooth flavor is ideal for crafting the ultimate martini, garnished with 3 olives, of course.
Toxic Wings and Fries on River Road brings us a newly discovered deleted scene from The Princess Bride.
All right, okay, now where was I? Inigo and Fezzik had just brought Wesley to Miracle Max.
Hey, hello in there. What's so important? What do you got here on Earth worth living for?
A traditional Philly cheesesteak sandwich from Toxic Wings and Fries.
Well, who could argue? A traditional Philly cheesesteak sandwich from Toxic Wings and Fries is the best thing in the world. When they smoke a whole ribeye roast to a medium rare, sliced nice and lean, onions, mushrooms, green and red bell peppers, and to top it all off, the provolone cheese. I love it. It's so perky.
But we can only get them on Thursdays.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Grandpa, it's Thursday. Can we go to Toxic Wings and Fries?
Yes, you're very smart. Shut up.
Long ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there were boring wieners.
But now there's Red 5 Hot Dog Company, located on the corner of 6th and Willamette in Eugene. These are the freshest, the hottest, the best all-beef dogs you can find in the city. Try my buddy Jeff's creation, the Growler. It'll take 2 Wookiees to finish this bad boy. Mention All Comedy 1450 and receive a free bag of chips. Check them out at red5dogs.com.
And may the Frank be with you.
And we're back, kids. It's the Peaceful Fighter Show here on All Comedy 1450. Very first one. We're just getting our feet wet a little bit. You want to give us a call? It's 541-485-1450. That gets you right into the Contractors Electric Studio. We're sitting with Ryan, Nate, Kelly, and Sean from Peaceful Fighter right down the hall from the radio station. Just doing a little bit of intro this morning. And during the break, Sean, you mentioned that a lot of people will walk in and they just want to get some exercise in. They don't want to take people's heads off. They're worried about spar. They don't want to spar.
Right. We'll bring up, the sparring part of it, and a lot of people are like, "Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that." But then they might watch us do it, and they'll see that we're actually just having fun and kind of playing. We're not really trying to take each other's heads off. We're really just moving and having a good time. And then they'll basically see us sparring and realize it's it's fun. It looks fun. And then a lot of times they end up wanting to do it. I mean, we got people all the time who originally say they don't want to spar, nothing to do with it, and now every time they come in, that's all they want to do.
Well, and that was me right off the bat. And in fact, it originally when I came in there, it was all fitness. I mean, for the first few months, we never even gloved up. I mean, it was just doing all these damn fitness routines, and I needed that, but in my brain, I wanted to spar because that's what I love to do. But
Safety
I needed
precautions.
That.
Safety precautions.
You know what? You did. You eased me into it to where, again, I haven't gotten any kind of injury since I've been in there ever.
Yep, and you know what? You might not like the class, and you may go home because it was boring and never come back, and then I may lose business, but you didn't get injured.
Well, and we talked about it, and I said I need to have a little bit more, and we upped it. And
we did.
How hard is it to talk?
Just
to
communicate,
your
and that's
And so that worked out good. Now, from a background point of view, Sean, how long have you've been with him 3 years, but did you have any martial arts background prior to that?
I wrestled a little bit in high school. I kind of moved to Newtown when I was right before high school. I moved to Tillamook and didn't really know anybody. So I joined the wrestling team. You know, it seemed like a good thing to do. It was really popular at that school. And, it was fun.
You just wanted to be able to hug men, huh?
That's what they all say. But, no, it was fun. You know, it was, a way I could throw somebody on their head and not get in trouble. So that seemed pretty cool. But, I joined that, and that's kind of where I met my boy Nathan here. He was a senior. I was a freshman, and he kind of took me under his wing and started hanging out with him. And he actually got me into MMA originally. So I was about a freshman, and they kind of got me into the whole UFC stuff, and we used to have the gloves, and we got in the backyard and beat each other up. And
our buddy Jay too.
They kind of taught me some stuff, and they beat me up until I got tough, and here we are now,
and
living together, training together. We're roommates. We work together. I mean, it's really perfect. We both have similar goals. We both want to go far, as fighters, and so we push each other, and it works out really good.
Well, that's awesome, man, and it's fun working out with you guys, too. And now, Kelly, you're from Wilsonville, and are you Ryan's squeeze? Is that what's going on here?
His squeeze? No.
What's your relationship?
We've been really good friends for about 3 years. I met him through a mutual friend before he started the gym, and I've been living in Bend and Portland and here the last 3 years, so I train at the gym on and off when I'm in town. But recently he's been giving me workouts to do by myself up in Portland. So I do those in the morning.
Are you a fighter as well? I mean, do you like to spar?
I do like to spar. I didn't like it at first, I didn't want to do it at first, but he makes it really fun, and so I enjoy it. I really like kicking. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Kelly's actually really super strong. She's a huge supporter of the gym and of our program, and of me just in general. She's always there. She's always been a great friend, and but yeah, she's actually really super strong. You wouldn't expect it, but yeah, when she hits you, you feel it for a week or two. Yeah, that's true.
A week or two.
A week or two.
So long.
Wow, that's a good goal to not get hit.
But
she actually has a really good kick.
It's true. It's true. No, that's one thing that we do. It doesn't matter if you're 68 or 15. We want to make sure that at the end of the day, you're really getting the technique down. And that's the thing it's people a little bit misconception that it's not just a bunch of meatheads beating on each other at our place at least.
When Ryan spars with people, it's really cool. He does a really good job of making it. Like he gets really into it and really intense, but he doesn't hit you hard. But he looks like he's about ready to fight you for real. But it gives you the real feel of it and what it, kind of a more realistic approach to it. Somebody's not going to be just kind of lackadaisical standing in front of you. I mean, he gets a serious face on and looks crazy, but he won't whack you hard. He just lets you know, kind of what it's actually like, moving around real fast. And
you start off with bag work and glove work before you actually get in front of people and start pounding on each other. At least that's how you do it over there.
Oh, yeah. And most everybody who spars will always go with me first because I got, a ton of control, and I've been doing this for, 10, 12 years. And it's funny, I've been all around in some of these high-profile gyms and stuff, and, they're these big high-profile fighters, and they're working with clients, but they don't want to be there. They don't care. They don't want to be there. I love this stuff, man. I get pumped up if you're 68 or you're 16 or we love it.
Why do you keep looking at me when you say 68?
Well, Chris, look, come on. Do you tell him how old you are? I'm kidding, Greg.
I'm 39.
It's true. Yeah,
39 forever.
No gray. No, I had
taxes and shipping.
Yeah, you don't have any gray hair either, Ryan.
Hey, now.
Yeah, it's because you don't have any hair.
That's why I shave it. I've had gray hair since I was 18.
I got a couple. I'm not happy about it.
A couple hairs?
I love it.
Yeah, that's way cool. To me, this is just the best program around. And there's been, I've been to a couple different schools. When I first got back into town, I checked out a couple schools and gave them a try. And there's nothing wrong with them in any way, shape, or form. But when you walked in here, it's been, almost a year and a half ago now, and sat down with us, and we came down and checked out your gym, man. Even though it was to me, a bad location, it was because I'm way out in Thurston, so it's a long way to get in here and then back out again. But it was worth it because the camaraderie and how easy it was just to step right in and it wasn't what's the word? It wasn't so traditional. It wasn't rigid. It wasn't a trainer cracking a whip. You know, it was all laid back, and we're having fun, and that hooked me right away.
But at the end of the day, here we are a year later. You're 30, 40 pounds lighter, in great shape. You're sparring with 20-year-olds. It's at the end of the day, it's getting it done. You know, it was funny. We were out at the King of the Cage fights. We're doing having a good time. And after the fights, my boy won, of course. So everybody, was all on him and
winning all day.
You know, of course, right? And so we had a woman ask us, a girl. She says, "Well, I want to come cross train with you guys. You know, what's your background? What do you teach?" And what I say to her?
I don't even remember.
I said, what we do, we teach love. That's what we're all about, man. We're loving each other. We're family. That's what we do.
So first training, lift your shirt. That's lesson one.
I didn't say that, Chris. Nothing like that.
May
in
have
fact,
thought it, but didn't say it.
Yeah, didn't say it in public.
Yeah. Well, I try to be a gentleman. It's important, you know. So. But yeah, no, and so it's funny. At the end of the night, we started our group with 20 folks or so, and boy, every single one of the fighters, all their fans, all their friends and family, they wanted to be around us. We're just positive. We're not competing for anything. We're just having a good time. Want to build each other up. So, and I think that's the best part. Just goofing off, having fun.
Even the guy that Nathan fought was hanging out with us.
Oh my goodness! He sat me down. In all seriousness, his guys went to party and all. He comes, he said, I'll catch up, guys, I'll catch up. And he comes back to me and he just shakes his head and he says, oh, fuck. Oh, coach.
That was close.
Oh, yeah. He said, but that's what he said. It's a fact, I tell you. He comes over, he's got his hand on his head and he says, coach. And I was like, I'm not your coach. But he says, coach, you know, where did I go wrong?
You stepped in the ring.
That's what I told him. I said, it wasn't your fault. Nathan's an animal. You had no chance. You had no chance. It wasn't your fault.
Nathan Noble is like the perfect specimen for 135er. He's 6 foot tall. It's like 73-inch reach, 135, does gymnastics. It's a bad day. Good boxing, wrestling, good jiu-jitsu.
Nathan's basically a superhuman. But I don't know if people realize this. Like, you can watch the fights on TV, and it's like, let's do this, do that, do this, do that. And it seems so easy to coach from your couch. But these people are superhumans. I make him push a car up Skinner's Butte. And so if you can't push a car up Skinner's Butte, then reconsider fighting.
Not just one time either, to be clear.
Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody was being a smart aleck one day, and so I said, "How'd it go?" "Oh, I do it again." So we did. We did multiple times up that day. That was nice. That was a good one.
I love sparring with Nate because he takes it easy on me, but he spars enough and hard enough that we have a good time when we spar. I like that, man.
Yeah, we'll spar for real, you know what I mean? Like we'll punch it, but like I'll say, you know, we're sparring and maybe I throw one, he moves right into it. That happens sometimes, but it's not like I'm gonna follow it up with another 3 hooks. You know what I mean? If it is a solid connection and I do, you know, tag somebody, you good? You good? Okay, then we'll keep going. There's no need to, you know, tag them and then follow it up with, you know, couple uppercuts and hooks and stuff and make it.
Yeah, lots of protective gear, you know, gloves, headgear, mouthpiece.
If you get hit, though, it's not like I get mad.
It's like we're not trying to necessarily beat each other. We're trying to help each other.
What makes me mad is when I'm sitting there sparring with someone and then they hit me and then they say they're sorry. It's like, no, you're not. Like you were trying to.
I've done that a couple of times.
Why would you say you're sorry?
You grunted when you threw that punch. you spun all the way around.
I watched you grit your teeth. When I dipped that, it swung by my head. I heard the air.
They finally hit you, and they're like, "Oh, sorry."
Well, see, now I'm glad you said that because I've done that before, and I'm not saying
people do it.
Yeah, I'm not saying sorry that I hit you. I'm saying sorry that maybe there was a little more power into it than it should have been, and I know a number of times when we've been sparring along and one of us has hit each other, we ask if they're okay because it's a little bit harder than what we anticipated. That's all. Or somebody moved in the direction that the punch was coming in. It wound up being a solid shot. But
the goal's
not apologizing for actually hitting you. You're damn right I'm trying to hit you.
Yeah. But really, it's kind of weird because you got 2 goals. Yeah, you want to hit them and all this stuff, and you want to work on your offense. But out of the respect and the love for your partner, you really want them to move correctly. You want them to do the right things. And so we'll help each other kind of guide each other into doing the right things and slipping and dipping and, you know, working.
Should have done this instead of this, you know. What'd you do wrong there? Why'd you get hit, you know?
Overall evolution, that's what it's about.
I bobbed when I should have weaved.
Yeah, exactly. I came in when I should have just sat down.
That's happened before. We get tough guys in on a regular basis.
So how does that work? Somebody comes in and they're basically trying to challenge the gym.
Okay, so all right, that happens. So, depending on weight classes, actually that's not true. Shoot, Sean fights at 125, and we had him fight a 400-pounder once. That was kind of
400-pounder.
It's a fact. I'm not even. Usually, I love to tell stories, and so I tell fish stories for days. Chris, don't take me too serious on here, guys. I'll stretch it for a good story.
We get hit in the head for a living, so sometimes
a little bit of running,
a little
going
fuzzy.
on there.
I can always go back on that. It was fuzzy.
We sparred yesterday,
So this guy comes in, a tough guy, and so I had extreme confidence in Sean's abilities, and so they just did some jiu-jitsu, and Sean just completely worked him over.
How the hell do you roll around with a 400-pound guy at 125, man?
Very carefully. Get on top
and stay that way. Yeah.
Yep. If size matters, then the elephant will be the king of the jungle. So
it's true.
Now we just try to use intelligence. Try to use intelligence, use things the best way, use their strength against them. Just different things. But yeah, I mean, a lot of times you get guys come in and they're great wrestlers, or they're great at this or great at that, and they really want to spar, and so we try to match them up with a guy that can give them the best lesson and teach them a few things, and then typically they usually never come back. Just because they get what they came for. They were coming for some trouble, and then they found out that this isn't.
They found it.
Yeah, they found it. They will. I always match. I always match my opponent. So if my opponent in sparring is coming at me, if he is gritting and spitting and grunting as he's swinging at me, maybe you might get a little grit and spot. You might get it back.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of that. And we'll give them warnings and stuff, but you can tell the ones. You can tell the ones that if you walk in the first day and you want to punch my face and you repeatedly ask, that's not common. And so we go ahead and let them.
Yeah, most people come in a little bit more contrite rather than aggressive.
Yeah, especially when you meet us, and we're very kind, and we're very I don't want to say soft souls or nothing like that, but we're very kind and very encouraging. And so when you take that kind of environment and you flip it like that to an aggressive thing, you're coming for a reason.
Now, this is more MMA rather than, say, self-defense.
Okay, so that's actually that's kind of a funny thing. I had a gentleman in the building. He was asking me about our program, and I was having a hard time explaining, because I think typically, when you say MMA, there's some hardcore fans, and they're super into it, and then I think there's a general population that could maybe shy away from it because it's got certain stigma. So, yes, the techniques are coming from an MMA background, but I would say, my personal philosophy and what I like to, teach as far as philosophy goes is going to come more from like some of the internal martial arts, like yoga, these different things. That's really more of my philosophies is that kind of an area, but the techniques are MMA. So it's kind of a tough mix. It's, we want you to develop yourself and use meditations and understand your breathing and understand your eating habits and nutrition and really work on the human body, mind, body, and spirit as a martial artist, but the techniques are MMA. I mean, the techniques are what's really going to happen when you got a wild animal coming at you. So. Right.
So this isn't really... I guess street defense is kind of the term that's generally used, self-defense, street defense, however you want to phrase that. You're not like taking women and teaching them how to handle the guy that comes up from behind, for example, and takes their purse or go for a rape job or something like that. Actually, you know what? That happens in the real world.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. Jiu-jitsu can come into play with that, and some other things too. So I think a lot of the stuff we do can come into play in that. But we do have. We're working with one of the businesses here in the building on coming. The name of the business is Peaceful Fighter Self-Defense and Fitness. So so. Yes, we do a little bit of self-defense, but it's more of a philosophy based. So before the engagement happens, where do you need to be? Where's your dangers? Where's your exits? Just being intelligent about your surroundings and using more your intellect. And then secondly, using your shoes to get the heck out of the situation.
Absolutely.
So, if all of us are, if we're aware of our surroundings, I think all of us know when to get the heck out of there. Whatever it may be. And so I know that some things are completely unavoidable, and that's really unfortunate. But I'm going to try to work on avoiding as much as we can, and then going over some basic emergency strategies if things go south.
But mainly, you're also putting people in shape enough that, it's really hard to fight You know, and people that don't work out at all, if they get in a fight, are gassed in 15 seconds. It's amazing how that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And by being in shape, if something goes down, hell, if nothing else, you can outlast the other guy.
You can run.
Because especially somebody that's hammered or whatever the case may be, because they just gas so quick.
That's true.
Because it takes so much out of you to be in a full-fledged fight. And the other part of it is when you've trained a lot, you know how to keep your body calm and mellow and not get all amped up and run out of gas that way.
Make the right decisions. And yeah, you know, I think it's funny. When I was in high school, all kinds of street fights. I'm not going to lie, I'm not proud of it, but it happened. But now that I, have been doing martial arts, I haven't been since high school, and so, because you can avoid, with the way you carry yourself and the strength, and I haven't had anyone approach me.
We've had multiple opportunities where we easily could have just people running their mouths, just being drunk fools. Me and Ryan, multiple times where people are just acting fools, and we just kind of, a little bow, have a good day. We don't need this, man.
So yes, so if you're strong and you know you're strong, you can just walk away like it's no big deal. And they see it too.
They can hardly stand in there talking shit.
That was another one that was close right there. Pulled away from the mic and didn't finish off the words, so we got away with it.
Though.
Yeah. All right. Well, when we come back, I want to ask you guys about some things that have happened in public situations, and if somebody's picked a fight with you, and how that all went down. So we'll talk about it when we get back. Stick around, you guys.
There's a California snack tax, Pennsylvania work tax, fuel tax, actual tax, tire throwaway tax. So many taxes, it's so complicated. Come see the folks at Liberty Tax.
Getting your taxes done doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, we make taxes fun. At Liberty Tax, you can have your taxes prepared by certified professionals who guarantee that your taxes are done quickly and double-check for accuracy before filing. So come on down to a Liberty Tax location near you. Locally owned and operated, Liberty Tax will give and honor their price quotes, offer you extra copies of returns at no charge, and follow up with you by phone within 48 hours. Kids are always welcome, and we offer extended hours. To find a location near you, visit LibertyTax.com or call 866-871-1040. That's 866-871-1040.
Taxes on my bills, I'm taxed against my will. They tax me if I fail to obey. I'm taxed on what I buy, taxed on what I sell. They tax me if I give it.
Hi, I just started vaping, and I'm looking for an apple flavor.
Well, I got our Smackback Apple Jack.
Does that have apple in it?
I don't know.
What about banana?
We got our Snoozer Banana Quat.
Well, what's a snoozer?
I don't know.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Will. Quitting smoking wasn't easy, but Picket Vapors helped me with their quality smokeless equipment with kosher ingredients, the finest flavors, steeped and bottled on site in a clean professional lab. Priced to save you, friendly and helpful service. Picket Vapors, 9th and Main, Springfield. Picket Vapors, kick it now.
Thanks to your votes, the Eugene Weekly named Sandwich Food Cart the #2 food cart in Eugene. Now they've got 2 trucks and a cart to satisfy your noms. Find out hours and locations by searching them on Facebook at Sandwich, SAMMITCH. Sandwich caters any and all events. Try their Sandwich of the Month. Sandwich even has vegan options. My favorite is the Orgasmich. It's a 50-50 meatloaf burger. Throw in a side of carrot fries and I'm sold. Find them online at sandwichtime.com.
Hey, I'm talking with Steve over at Contractors Electric. Hey, man, something goes wrong electrically at my house, and I call you guys. When are you going to show up?
Well, we like to be able to take care of people as soon as possible. What we tell people up front is that we can normally be at their home or their business within about 2 business working days. But what we really try to do is get there that same day. If at all possible, we like to be there when they need us, which is usually when they call us.
In other words, the only time anybody calls you is when there's a problem. You're like a lawyer that way. Why shouldn't I just fix it myself?
When you're talking about electricity, you're talking about safety. You're talking about the well-being of your family, your children, your friends. You don't want to risk putting those people in jeopardy. We don't want to see anyone get hurt. There's a lot of potential and risk with electricity. Contractors Electric, 343-2222. Or you can catch us on the internet at electrician-eugene.com. 343-2222. Humans answer the phone.
A human being.
24/7.
Humor is a funny thing. KLZS, Eugene, Springfield, all comedy 1450.
We're back, kids. This is Peaceful Fighter Show here on All Comedy 1450. I'm Chris from the Brickwall Comedy Show. We are sitting with Ryan, Nate, Sean, and Kelly from Peaceful Fighter right on down the hall. And I was asking you guys before we went to break, have you ever had a situation out on the street where you had to, well, knock somebody in his ass?
Well,
does that ever happen?
I say the closest thing we ever came to, let's see, we've had multiple times where people come and run their mouth and kind of get up in your face and things, but you can always just say, oh, no, man, you got this, man. I'm really, really scared right now. Can you please just back?
Not much outside the gym, really. We've had some inside the gym.
A lot inside.
Do a pretty good job of. One guy was getting lippy and thought it'd be cute to grab a knife and try to put it to my neck at a bar, and
that happened.
Ryan kind of grabbed him and ripped him off me.
That was something fun for him. He pulled a knife on you. This will be kind of cute.
I don't know what night it was. It was a long time ago.
They were talking about fighting, I believe.
He was like, "Oh, you train, you train, huh? Well, I don't need to train because I got this," kind of a thing. And he pulled his own knife out and tried putting it up to my neck. I didn't even see what he was. Honestly, that was my bad for not paying more attention. I should have known what he was doing and been out of there. But I just let my guard down for a second and.
Well, we were drinking.
But Ryan was there and got it instantly.
It was outside. It was dark.
Yeah, kind of one of the rare moments we catch us out past midnight. Just for the record, nothing good happens past midnight. No, so we were out and we were doing our thing, just kind of goofing off, getting a little between him and me and Sean were talking about Muay Thai, and this gentleman walks by with something to prove, I guess, and he says a few words, and he says he's got his knives and guns, and I said, yeah, that's pretty ridiculous, bud, whatever, and so he puts a knife to Sean's neck, and he challenges us. What are you gonna do now? And to kind of one up almost, kind of one up us a little bit. And
you get that attitude out there.
It was kind of a ridiculous situation. So everything just kind of, training kicks in and just super duper quiet. Nobody really moved. I just leaned in really quietly and I had a short little conversation in his ear and kind of laid out the options as my hand was wrapped around his esophagus. And I kind of explained a couple of his options, and he pulled the knife off Sean's neck real easy, recognized who I was, and then was all apologetic. And I called his mom the next morning. I happen to know his mother.
You told on him?
I did.
You told on him.
Well, your son's gonna get hurt. I'd rather tell her what's going on than have to bury him.
Well, I got to tell you, man, as much respect as I have for all you guys, I am way more afraid of my mom.
Well, that was the point, It's like, we could have got rowdy and then sent him to the hospital or something like this, but I think his mom would do a better job than me ever, So it worked out. But it's just kind of stay calm and try to deal with the situation as the best you can. It's never good to just act reckless and be crazy, but we dealt with it.
We just leave.
And that's what we did, too. And then, so we don't, as a group, we just don't. We made the decision to not be out late. So, if we have a fight, then obviously we're going to do our due diligence and go out and socialize. But other than that, we pretty much just keep it at home.
Train and work, really. I mean, we don't have too much of a social life. We have fun. Don't get me wrong. I love training, and
But we're all pretty focused right now. We got a lot of goals. If you want something in life, you gotta work hard.
Well, that's absolutely the case, and you guys both got fights coming.
Right now, there is a man that thinks he could beat me up, and there's a man that thinks he could beat Nathan up.
Yeah, and they're training hard, trying to do that very thing. And I know,
not as an amateur, I'm too good.
I'm too fast. I'm too good.
Well, and Ryan and I had that conversation one time about goals, and you just got to assume the other guy is giving it 110%. Training his ass off, and you have to just to match him. And if you don't, then you're going to wind up getting your ass kicked, and you don't want that to happen.
I'm training for Demetrius Johnson. I don't know who I'm fighting, but I'm training for Demetrius Johnson.
All day we talk about that. If anybody who doesn't know, that's the 125-pound UFC champion of the world. And so, we're always aiming for the highest goals. So no matter what you do, reach for the stars, baby. I mean, why not? What I'm going to say. I hope I can afford a McDonald's burger today. No, I want a steak. I want lobster. I want it all, and so I want to work. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get it. And so we're working our butt off every day to make that happen.
Well, look at us, man. We set our goal early on about owning a 1,000-watt radio station in Eugene, Oregon, and we achieved that goal. We are so proud of ourselves because we set our goal so high to own a 1,000-watt AM radio station in Eugene, and we're so proud of ourselves.
No, this place is
that
great.
incredible goal.
No, it'd be funny. I'm out in the public, and I go to my chiropractor, and he mentions you guys. I go to my doctor, and he mentions you guys. It's just, you never know. You have no idea, but people just say this place is great. It's funny. I love to laugh.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Everybody loves to laugh, and we don't get the feedback to where, like, hearing you guys say that, where you go out in public and people are saying that they've heard you on the radio. That's really cool for us, because radio gets a bunch of core callers. They don't, most people don't call radio stations.
Get up off your butt and make a phone call, guys. What you doing?
Yeah, really. 541-485-1450, and you want to give something away too. But let me just finish this part up. So we don't subscribe to the local rating system, so we don't know what our numbers are that way. And in essence, we're kind of in the dark unless people come up and tell us, "Hey, I heard your show." We don't know. We really don't know. Now, as we've walked around town wearing our shirts and all that stuff, we get a lot of feedback. There's no question about it. But from an actual numbers point of view, I couldn't tell you how many people listen to All Comedy 1450. We don't have a way to tell. But there's a lot. We got 30-some hundred Facebook likes, and, there's a lot of people out there that are paying attention.
It all grows. It's going to grow and grow, Chris. When I really started plugging into your station, that's when I really got into it. So the more and more I dug, the more fun I had with it. So
yeah,
this place is great.
We just know we have a blast doing what we do. Now, you wanted to give away. What did you want to give away?
So yeah, absolutely. What I want to give away is to anybody who's going to give a call to the station here. I'd love to give away some personal training. So I'm not sure who here is familiar with personal training, but it can be kind of pricey. So I'd like to give that away. 4 hours of personal training to anybody who calls the station, either now, during the next 15-20 minutes, or
we only got 10 minutes left.
There you go. Anytime throughout the week when Chris is on, you guys give a call in, and I'd be more than happy to give 4 hours of personal training to anybody who calls in. So.
That's a lot. That's like $1,000 worth of.
It's personal training is quite pricey. It's one of those things where you're gonna have my full attention for an hour. I'm gonna work on your specific needs. I'm gonna help you stretch.
I want to win that.
And call in, Chris. Call in 485-1450.
And from there we kind of decide whether we're gonna match you up with a group of similar people, or if we're just gonna continue on with personal training. It's kind of whatever fits the best for you. We
it's great.
Put you in.
Absolutely, it's a great way to kind of get your feet wet. So if you're on the fence.
There you go, 541-485-1450. You're live. Who is this? Hello.
Oh, hi. It's Santa Mike.
Well, hey, Santa Mike. How you doing?
I've been listening to the show, and this is a great addition to your lineup, dude.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's been very interesting. I have friends that are martial artists that I'm going to get them to tune in.
Way cool. And I'm guessing you probably aren't really into the 4 hours of personal training, Santa Mike?
I don't think I'm physically able.
I think you'd be surprised. We could have you just raise your arms, things like this.
Well, that I can do.
Well, come hang out with us anyway.
Stand and walk.
Well, they do have Sizzle Pie right down the way, so if anything else, come have a beer with me. I'd love to meet you, Santa Mike.
All right. I'll do that.
Well, thanks for the call, buddy. Appreciate it.
And good luck with the show, guys.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
A lot of response.
Thank you, buddy. And that's the kind of input that we have to get once in a while from people. Thank you, Santa Mike, for that call, because otherwise we don't know who's out there really listening. So that was way cool. And 541-485-1450. Got a few minutes left. If you want 4 hours of personal training from Ryan Harris, the owner of Peaceful Fighter. And I got to tell you, that's a spendy gift right there.
You won't regret it, I promise.
Oh, no. And that may encourage you to jump in with the regular class. And like you say, you've got it broken up. There's just a fitness class. There's where you guys actually get down and spar and grapple, and I love being in that class. That's so cool. And then you've got everything in between. I mean, you can cater to what people need and on their backgrounds and what they already know, what they don't know. If they come in green, completely off the street, have never done any kind of martial art at all, or haven't done any fitness, you can start them off in such a way that they'll start to grow, and you're kind of full service that way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My service is my my number one characteristic. I mean, that's what I can bring to the table, service. I'm very, very generous, and I love to give. So that's what I want to do. I want to give the skills that I have. I want to share them with the world, and that's that's it. I've been interesting story. I know people don't know a whole lot about me just yet, but we'll get into that. But surviving is one thing I've done. I got 3 beautiful daughters. My parents died at a young age. Things have been pretty tough, but I'd love to take that that surviving spirit and bring it on to any one of our customers and share that with them.
541-485-1450. You are live. Who is this?
This is Heather.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Hey, Heather. It's good to hear your voice.
Hey, Ryan.
I take it you guys know each other.
Yeah.
Heather's awesome.
Actually, thank you.
How's it going, Heather?
Good. How are you guys? Love your show. You guys are doing a great job.
Well, good. I'm glad you like it. It's our fledgling beginning first show, and it's going to evolve as we go. So this is cool to get that kind of feedback. So how do you know Ryan, Heather?
We met through a friend of mine who started taking his class, a year ago? And then my daughter started taking his class, and then so I started taking it.
Awesome.
Full family right here.
So there you go. That's awesome. So are you trying to get the 4 hours of training?
Yes.
Oh, that's what's going on here.
I see what you did there.
Heck yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Heather. I love working with Heather. Heather's fantastic. We've all got things we work around, and so Heather's a great challenge for me. But man, we get it done, and she's fantastic. We love to laugh and joke and have a great time. Heather, I'd love to work with you just one-on-one for those 4 sessions, and I think that'll that'll even boost you up even more to what you got going on now. And one-on-one's great. I mean, it's 60 minutes of just me and just you. Any questions, anything, right there.
Cool.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Well, sounds like you're all hooked up, Heather.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for the call, hon.
Uh-huh.
All right. 541-485-1450. We got just a few minutes left if you'd like to check in. This is the Peaceful Fighter Show. Do we want to keep calling it the Peaceful Fighter Show? Are you guys happy with that?
I like it.
Are you good with that?
Yeah,
all right.
I like it.
Pretty self-explanatory, right?
It does make it simple.
Let's take that.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We'll see. Maybe if anybody has any better ideas, they call and let us know. How about that?
Yeah, we can rename the show if you want. We can keep it Peaceful Fire. This is the first one. We're getting our feet wet, man. And positive feedback. Ideas. I like that. That's pretty cool.
You could do a contest.
What kind of contest?
For the winning name.
There you go.
Oh, well, there you go.
Give away some.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Give a year membership or something.
Yeah.
You're live. Who's this?
Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Svetlo! This is okay. So I gotta introduce this guy. This is the one and only Svetlo. This is our gymnastics coach.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, he's absolutely amazing. He's the reason why Nathan Noble keeps knocking people out when he touches them.
Well,
and I'm afraid of him already.
Short, coach.
I'm afraid of him already because I've heard the stories.
Really, really tall.
Very, very nice.
Well, thank you for calling in. We appreciate that, bud.
What are you guys up to today?
Just having a radio show.
Where are you at?
Just hanging out.
Svetlo, tell us about your class a little bit. What do we do in your class, Svetlo?
Oh, we do just basic gymnastics, strength conditioning, pretty much.
How did you get into gymnastics?
Oh, when I was very, very little, when I was 7 years old, a lady come to my school and she basically did she asked me to do a little stretches in the classroom and see my flexibility, and then that's how she chose me to be a gymnast.
That's cool, man.
So you're a very, very high level gymnast. Is that right, Svetlo?
Yes, it's very hard to dedicate yourself to gymnastics because it takes a lot from you, and you gotta be very consistent in order to get better.
And you just recently got an award, right? A Coach of the Year award, is that right?
Oh, not recently. That was a long time ago. It's been 2 years, but I gotta get another one soon. I feel like.
I guess I just heard about it, but yeah, you're fantastic, Coach. Amazing. Thank you very much, fellow.
You're welcome. Okay, guys. It was very nice to talk to you, and I'll see you soon.
Awesome. Later, Coach.
Keep working hard, okay?
Yep.
All right. Thanks for the call, buddy. I'm
See you
looking
soon.
forward to meeting you one of these times. And I don't know. You guys scare me when you tell me about the stuff he puts you through. So
Oh, my
I don't
gosh.
know if I'm quite ready to even walk into there.
It's a terrifying event. Every one of us we're a little scared every time he comes in a room, but it's why we.
It's totally worth it, though. Totally worth it.
Oh yeah, you'll feel great when you're done.
So if you're looking for something, trying to take it to the next level, or you really want to challenge yourself and see what you're really made of, come try one of his classes.
Hey, you think you're strong? Come on in.
Oh, man. I know he's torn you guys up, and you've come into class all beat up not beat up, but physically exhausted from
true.
it. And yeah, I'm not quite sure I'm ready for that. I'm an old man.
Yeah. Make sure we have rest in between, though. We make sure lots of rest in between the days, and so we don't do them too much, just a few days a week.
Well, cool. Once again, why don't you throw out your phone number, your website? Let's get that promo out there. We'll call this show good for the day. We'll see you next week. But yeah, go ahead and promo yourself, Ryan.
Yeah, we're Ryan Harris, Peaceful Fighter, self-defense and fitness. The phone number is 503-442-8105. Like us on Facebook, message is the easiest way to get to us. I want to thank all the people that really helped me out going here. Kelly really helped me out. James Cummins Tree Service really helped me out. American Scale's always there for me. Max Muscle. Just want to say thank you to everybody that's a part of where I am. Emma Olson, just anybody who's got me to where I'm going. And Chris, thank you very much for even allowing us to be on here. Sean, Nathan, for everybody, all the things you guys do. This is amazing. This is beautiful. I love my life. This is absolutely fantastic. For anybody who's even listening, thank you. I appreciate it.
And you're live. Who's this? You got about 30 seconds. Hello? Are you there?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Heather's daughter.
Oh, hi.
Amanda.
Well, thanks for calling, Amanda. You got about 15 seconds. What you got for us?
I'm not sure. I just really want to say that Ryan's class is absolutely just the best. I've been really happy with his class.
Thank you very much, Amanda. You're awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Ryan.
Thank you. Let's do some personal training next week.
Okay.
Thanks for the call, hon. Appreciate it. Well, there you have it, kids. That is the Peaceful Fighter Show. Very, very first episode. We're going to have some other additional content next week, maybe some training tips such as that. And thanks for listening. Stick around and check us out again next week. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming in. All Comedy 1450. Broadcasting from the Contractors Electric Studio and the home of the Blazers. You're listening to KLZS 1450 Eugene. All Comedy 1450, proudly serving the Eugene, Springfield area.